Hello, and welcome back to Trails in the Sky, the third. Okay, first thing I want to just address really quickly. So a lot of people told me that I should be going and trying to switch out people in the party and talking to people relatively commonly back at the Hermit's Garden and whatnot throughout the progression. I am recording quite a bit ahead. I know some people mentioned that relatively early on. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm talking to people when I get around to it, sort of thing. And then multiple people were like, you really should talk to it. And there was another thing, especially early on. I don't think it's as much anymore, where people were like, hey, you got to make sure you do all the doors. And I'm like, whenever I read that, it's like, does it sound like I'm not going to do them? Okay, just random things. My mind, sporadic mind, stream of consciousness. Words, Kevin Graham of the 543rd class of trainees. In the name of the goddess above, I hereby appoint you as squire of the Septian Church. I humbly accept my appointment. I pledge to offer my soul to the goddess above, and both body and blood to her church on earth. Very good. It is exceedingly rare for one at your age to be appointed to this position. I can only assume your aptitudes and training achievements warranted it. You can assume? Are you not making this decision? May you strive to be a worthy guardian of the goddess's sacraments as her loyal and devoted servant. That's that girl. Well, if it isn't Kevin, I see you managed to avoid having your promotion rejected by the top brass. Splendid, splendid. Instructor, I really can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. I've never really dreamed I would have an actual Dominion supervising my training. How sweet of you to say. Hard to believe you're the same boy who waltzed up before the congregation sacrament shouting, "Make me a knight, please." I'd appreciate it if you'd chuck that memory back to the first reaches of your mind, thank you. Oh, but how could I? Had I missed your Unraveling, I would never have taken interest in you in the first place. Not in a million years would I have thought you were related to Rufina. You could have asked her to take you on as a pupil before resorting to such drastic measures, you silly boy. Well, I had my reasons. Let's leave it at that. Very well. It doesn't matter much at this point, anyway. Congratulations. You're now a dog of the church, just like the rest of us. It's good to have you on board. Thank you. I'm not sure that's the most reassuring metaphor to be using on new recruits, though. You might scare some of them right off. Please, you're not trying to position yourself as some sweet doe-eyed thing, are you? Besides, I think it's a perfectly apt description for us. We go around sniffing out sacraments, wherever they may be, tearing through the throats of the heretical fools who are enamored with them all the while. Can you spot the difference? Come on, instructor. I'm used to you at this point. So I don't really care if you call me a dog. But you care if I call you a beloved Rufina one, don't you? Not to worry, Kevin. I can read between the lines well enough. Well, did I guess right? I owe her a lot, but I wouldn't call her my beloved. She's just like a big sister to me, that's all. You're making it sound like you... What, exactly? Rufina? I thought you were in Rem Ferry on a mission. I was, but I tried to finish as quickly as possible so I could come back for your appointment ceremony. I'm so proud of you, Kevin. It's amazing just how fast you've grown. Now you're a full-fledged adult like me. Wow. Thanks for going out of your way to come here. I'm not sure I deserve to be called an adult yet, though. We had a whole lot of work ahead of me if I want to be half the knight the two of you are. Oh my, how modest of you. By the way, have you let Reese know about all of this yet? Not yet. Well, I answered her tonight. She's been real mad at me ever since I decided to come to Arteria then. Hopefully this will cheer her up a bit. There's not much else I can do to make up with her short of going home. Perhaps we should do that together at some point if we can find the time. Oh, and while I have the chance, thank you so much for looking after him all this time, Ein. Okay, is that Ein? Like you'd have in like a Stein or very German Ein sort of thing going on? Or Ian? Could be either of those. You've given up so much of your free time, and I really do appreciate it. Think nothing of it. It proved quite a fun way to kill time. He has a fair amount of potential in combat arts and thaumaturgy too. It's a shame all his skills are on the practical side of things, however. His academic side is less than stellar. I had this feeling in the pit of my stomach that may be the case. Oh, right, I've got to get going. I have to pick up my new room key and medal from the general affairs guy. Sorry, I'll talk to you later. Oh. What's this? He looks so concerned. Feeling guilty because he followed you in such a dangerous line of work? Not at all. That's completely up to him and him alone. I would never try to dictate his life choices. But you are worried that you were the one who motivated him to do it, yeah? It's just that... I think he'll make a fine knight, personally. He checks all the boxes. He's got the potential, he's got the determination. All in all, I can see why you're so proud of him. And... let's call it a hunch, but... I wouldn't be surprised if he... If a stigma manifested in him just like it has in you. And I'm impressed. I don't think you could sense that of others if you didn't possess one yourself. It's one more reason I feel to feel frustrated that you aren't a Dominion. I know we're friends, but that's no need for all the flattery. My combat and thaumaturgy abilities are average at best. I want to be cut out for the job at all. I'm grateful enough to have been promoted from squire to knight. That's the upper limit for someone with my lack of potential. If only you saw things the way I do. Someone with average at best abilities couldn't have handled your Ouroboros case half as well as you did. Fighting off a man that reported strength to a swift enough conclusion would have been a pretty feather in anyone's cap. Okay, that's not really for a sentence. It's just my luck that we both came to an understanding. As far as Kevin goes, he wouldn't need to rely on luck. His potential for growth extends further than I'll ever be able to go. But he has one weakness holding him back. That being... that poor boy is just far too kind. So kind, in fact, that I can see him driving himself into a corner one day. Because of it. The dark stigma. What's a stigma? I don't know what a stigma is. So you get to know what a stigma is. Okay. Okay. I don't know. My best guess is still Zin and Shara. Could be anyone though. Seems same, like they're the same size. That looks like... I need to not yell. He's in. Prince Oliver. Now this is a surprise. At least it's calling him Oliver now. I don't think this is a dream, at least. Indeed, this is not. I would be overjoyed to share such a sweet tale. Share my dreams. One with a fine drinking companion. Not so much. Yeah, this is real, alright. Still, doesn't Shara count as a drinking companion too? In a way, it's fine to be drunk with the joy of a company, but it's very much the opposite to be drunk with the alcohol involved. That's one of the most important lessons I've learned during my stay in Liberl. She's a drinking partner, but you don't want to drink with her. Truer words have never been spoken. But alright, not playing around. You guys mind filling us in on just what kind of situation we've gotten ourselves into? We shall make with the embraces and tearful greetings afterwards. Honestly, you two really are something special. You think you'd be a little shaken to find yourself somewhere as unnatural as this out of nowhere. Oliver, my party? You gonna be in my party? Yeah, he's gonna be in my party. This is quite the pickle. And I appreciate that it may be hard to believe, but this is the situation we find ourselves in at this present time. If we're to try to find a way out, we'll need you to accept that. Oh, Mila, my sweet rose-kissed muse, of pure and free of thorns, you must understand me. I have long accepted our current predicament as reality. Then why do you look so deep in thought? Need you ask? Perhaps my life's toughest decision lies ahead of me. Before me, I find Joshua, Princess Claudia, Tita, Josette. Oh, then there's Julia, and even a new face, Reese. Just whom shall I gather into my arms like a warm blanket and exchange sweet nothings in celebration first? Reese isn't. Go for Reese, go for Reese, she's right there. She didn't even flinch. Only you. Joshua, you were pulling my leg when you said this guy was an Erebonian prince, right? Hard as it is to believe, he is. Putting my deeply earnest dilemma aside for the time being, it sounds as though you've been making some headway in unraveling the mysteries behind this place. Naturally, I would be more than honored to help with that. But first, you've got a few questions you need to ask, right? I know I sure do. I should have known you'd be thinking along the same lines. You're exactly right. Fine by me, but what do you want to ask? Do you think you figured out something? That's what I want to find out. First, I want to ask about the ghosts you've encountered in here. Ask away. If I remember correctly, the first time you met her was on the balcony at Grandstar Castle, yes? Indeed it was. She gave us the key that allowed us to eventually find and rescue you. That's the first time she appeared to us as a ghost, but I don't believe it was the first time she directly communicated with you, was it, Father? I don't think so, anyway. When Reese and I first arrived here, we heard a strange voice talking to us. We didn't have a clue who it belonged to at the time, but I think that was probably her too. It was a strangely deep voice, I gotta say. That's why. So at first, she existed here only as a voice, but she's gradually started showing up with a body too. That's slightly concerning. Maybe as Kevin becomes more possibly understanding of who she possibly is? I know that's a weird way to put it, but if it's true, then it backs up with that man in black last time we saw him. Yeah, I said that Lord of Phantasma had stolen most of her power, right? You kept referring to her as the Hermit and Master of the whole Hollow Garden, too. I still think if it's anyone, it's gonna be Rufina. Plus the inscription on that monument behind us has the Hermit's Garden written on it. I think all of us here can connect the dots just fine. Agreed. It's reasonable to conclude that this very garden is connected to her in some way. That's true. Makes sense to me. Also explains why this place is kinda comfy compared to the other weird fiend-infested places in Phantasma. It feels like we're getting closer to the truth of every new revelation. But by the sounds of it, she's been in Phantasma for a while now, probably since the beginning. But then, she had her power stolen by the Lord of Phantasma and ended up without a body. Since then, she's been trying to help us to the best of her abilities and guide us forward. If we assume all of that is true, maybe the monuments scattered throughout are connected to her somehow too. They seem to exist for that same purpose, guiding us forward. I think there's one more thing in the possession that's connected to it as well. That cube, Kevin. You think so? Unfortunately, your guess is as good as mine on exactly what that cube is. That being said, I think the odds of it being connected to her somehow are as high as everything else on this list so far. Well, what do you think? Honestly, I'm impressed. You've done a remarkable job of making sense of the situation when you've only just arrived. So, if we assume that all to be true, then there's something else we should be doing as we keep moving forward. Helping to restore her power, I assume. That way, we should be able to ask her what else she knows about the land we're in. Got it in one. I get this impression that if we don't, we won't stand a chance against those two. We'll find ourselves up against a wall at some point. You may well be right about that. Well, leaving her aside for the time being, I do have one final thing I'd like to ask. What else is there to cover? It concerns the Lord of Phantasma you keep mentioning, actually. Put simply, you wouldn't happen to have any idea as to who they are, would you, Kevin? Why me? Well, from my perspective, they're awfully fixated on you. They seem to know about Reese's deceased sister as well, and then there's the fact that they're even able to summon devils from the church text. It all seems to be pointing at you two, and you in particular. I can see why you'd ask, I guess. Unfortunately for you, though, I got nothing. If anything, I'd say they seem to be an enemy of the Grossritter as a whole rather than just me. Speak of Reese, there's some information that I'm not aware of that brings this all together and makes it make a whole lot more sense, isn't there? That you clearly know and don't want to bring up. I suppose that's possible. I wouldn't be surprised if an organization like that had more than their fair share of enemies. No offense, of course, I have plenty of enemies myself. Try not to sound like it's something to be worth boasting about. In Ereboni, it might be. Anyway, even if we connect some dots, we'll have to save the mystery behind our enemies for who our enemies are for another day. Maybe we can get more information out of them next time we see them. But until then, we don't have enough to work with. Right? Next time one of them shows up, we'll have to see what we can force out of them. So, that about wraps things up for now. If so, we should probably get ready to head out again. We're on plane number 4, so if the previous planes or anything go by, it's gonna be tough. Heaven? What's up? You have something else you want to add? No. Just that I'm not feeling very well. So I'm going to sit the next plane out. Oh, okay. What? I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone, but please look out for him on my behalf. He shouldn't cause you too much trouble, but as I'm sure you know, he can be a little careless at times. Reese? Wait a sec. Huh? Are you not going to go after her? Sorry, I'll be back in a minute. Reese, wait a second. Come on. What's with you all of a sudden? Oh, I know. Are you feeling left out because I'm the only one you know here and everyone else is all buddy-buddy? Sorry, Reese. Probably wasn't fun to have to sit through the whole happy reunion deal over and over again after all that. Should have noticed earlier, really. I've been pretty insensitive on it, so I'm really sorry, okay? When are you gonna stop acting? It's true that I felt a little left out for a while. You've clearly gone through so much together. It's made you that much more fond of each other in the days since. Yeah, we had some amazing times. Not to come out the other end stuff we did without growing closer through it all. You know? Watching you all, how could I have not felt lonely? How could I not have felt jealous? You've been avoiding me for the past 5 years, Kevin. Thought that you grew close to so many others while going out of your way to keep me at arm's reach did make me sad. You know I didn't mean it like that, Reese. At the same time, I was still happy that you did. I knew how badly what happened to Rufina had hurt you. How you're still blaming yourself for it. I knew you were only driving yourself into a corner over it. And how you're taking nothing but dirty jobs as if you're trying to punish yourself. And I couldn't confirm it for myself for sure. I just knew the rumors that you were desperate to burn yourself out through them were true. So that's the reason. That's why, as lonely as I felt when you were off making new friends without me, I was really, really happy more than anything. Reese, you do know that. Except that it turns out you haven't made any new friends at all. You're pulling the exact same thing you pulled with me on them. Every single one at arm's length, they can't get close to you. And you won't get close to them. On the surface, you're a cheerful person having fun with everyone, but on the inside, you're as cold as can be. All you're doing is manipulating your emotions, so people will think that you're someone you're not. After watching you ever since we were reunited, that's become plain and state of me. Man. I'm happy you're worried about me, but you've totally got the wrong idea about this one. Sorry, I'm good at a lot of things, but pretending to be someone I'm not isn't one of them. When I'm happy, you'll know about it. And when I'm mad, well, I think you know I'm not so good at hiding that either. I'm the same transparent guy I always was. Oh, I didn't say you weren't easy to read, for me at least. After all, I know how genuinely shaken you were by the Lord of Phantasma's message. The words of the Swarzritter always come across as cryptic, but not to you. Deep down, you know what they're talking about. You just constantly keep it from the rest of us and try to keep us in the dark. No, maybe you've even managed to pull the wool over your own eyes, too. Come on. Now, you can't be serious. Devour the new offering presented to you, and display your seal once more. You know exactly what that means, don't you? Go on. You know what? Maybe we should sit things out for a bit. You're clearly really tired. What? I get that you're as angry as you're upset with me, but I think that's starting to make you jump to some really out there conclusions. Being tired is only going to make things worse. Can't you see how negative your line of thinking is? Can't seriously believe all this is actually true. I'm not saying I don't deserve all the anger, I totally do. I genuinely was busy, but at the same time, I wasn't sure how to face you if we did in a meeting either. So, we're gonna be working together from now on, so... Enough. Huh? Everything you're saying is just... meaningless. I mean, others don't realize that, but how dare you think that I, of all people, would fall for it? I realize I'm turning my back on my duties as scribe by doing this, but I can't bear to be near you any longer. I can't stand to see the Kevin I thought I knew so empty. So... Oh. Did she just run off the edge? She just ran off the... Kevin? So I'm like super stealthy and shit, right? Says Joshua. Hey. I'm sorry you had to see that. Don't worry about it. I want to know something, Joshua. You've looked into me a fair bit since I first stepped into the scene, right? I have. I know that you're called the Heretic Hunter. I know that you're one of the 12 Dominions that lead the Girls' Ritter. And I know that you undertake the execution of sinners the Church deems most unforgivable, almost single-handedly. I figured you know your stuff. Wouldn't want any guy's backgrounds you hadn't thoroughly vetted be close to your girlfriend for long, huh? I can't deny it. Still, the only people you harm are the sinners. Never anyone else. So I decided that, for the time being at least. You weren't a threat to her or anyone else. I see. Wiseman was your work too, wasn't it? Sure was. My job was to get rid of him, that's it. Everything I did with you guys leading up to that point was to get myself into position to get it done with without him catching on. That includes helping all of you out, naturally. Yeah, I know. You must have been aware of the possibility that Estelle would be taken on board the Glorious too. You thought allowing it would happen. You think allowing it to happen would help you in the long run, so you kept quiet about it. Wow. Now that one I'm surprised you pieced together. But yep, you're absolutely right. I figured there's a chance you might get abducted, but I did exactly nothing to stop it. All I cared about was finding out what Wiseman you were up to. And where you were, for that matter. Couldn't use better bait for that than her. I thought so. Yet all that doesn't change how I'm more grateful than words can express. Why's that? Because if you hadn't helped me back then, I'd still be Wiseman's puppet. I would have broken with my own hands what I value most in the whole world. That's a debt I'll never be able to fully repay. Oh, sweet ideas. Now you're just being cute. I know you're smart enough to realize that's not at all why I threw you a bone. Right? I just wanted him off his guard enough to create the opening I needed. Helping you is the perfect way to do that. That's all there was to it. And again, that doesn't change how grateful I am to you. Knowing why you did what you did doesn't erase the gratitude I feel. Not in the slightest. Really, it's just as well you ended up quitting Ouroboros. You'd suck to high heaven if you were an enforcer now. Honestly, you're totally right. If Reese is sitting on the sidelines for now, let me help you in her place. I may not be as capable of helping you as she is, but I should be able to back you up. You don't need to feel indebted to me, you know? Well, I'll take what I can get. No doubt you're worried sick about Estelle too, so your ghost star, so there's your ghost star reason for having, out besides me. So thanks. I'm glad you've got my back. Right back at you. I bet Joshua heard all of that. Okay, so Joshua can't, okay, well, that's fine. That seems perfectly okay with me. No, sorry. I was trying to press the down button. I'm sorry, Tita. I want to give you hope. Chloe?
Together now.
For now, yeah. That's who I want. Interesting. Okay, well, I know it's also suggested to switch out party members and such. I don't know. There's just so many of them, and... I feel like I tend to go at things in big groups of stuff, and, you know, etc, etc, etc. Where is everyone, anyways? Are you guys trying to, Are you feeling alright, Reese? I can go and get you some medicine filled out. Wait, tell me, she's not sick, she's angry. Huh? What's angry? I've never been angry before. Come on, just read between the lines. That funny priest obviously said something to make her mad, and this is the result. Better off leaving her alone for now. But... I suppose so. If you want to keep lying to yourself, Kevin, then go right ahead. That's what makes you happy, I won't stop you. But, as long as you keep doing so, I don't want to talk to you. Yeah. Damn, she's really mad. He's had a fight with you, Kevin. That's why she looks so down? Isn't there anything left we can do to make her feel better? Give me a break, ideas. As if I didn't feel guilty enough already. What are you doing here? Just leave her to us and get on with exploring. You're gonna make things worse by hanging around here. You're right, my bad. So people want me to switch out? Fine. Talk to 2 of them, so let's throw these 2 in temporarily. Oh boy, everyone's over here. It's seeming more and more like we're all drawn in here at the same time. Which is a relief in some ways. That pitiful thing had been left in the outside world without me to watch it. I shudder to think what would have happened. I'd come to his defense, but now I can't blame you. How have you been since we last met, Your Highness? Word of your popularity in Arabonia high society has been reaching us over in Liberl, too. Well, I'm doing a good enough job of convincing them that I'm a little more than an elegant yet harmless prince at the moment. Still, spending so much of my time pretending to be someone I'm not can be terribly exhausting. So I'm biding my time and waiting for the perfect chance to cast it all aside and reveal my true form to the world. Then, all shall know Olivier, the speller of love. Everyone in the party. Moron. Gospel of love. That's what you're going with? Who else thinks he's going to be even more of a menace to society than the Black Orm and Gospels ever were? It's reassuring to see how little he's changed at heart, though. It's always, it has always felt like we were being somehow protected when we were in this garden as opposed to anywhere else in Phantasma. So I can certainly believe the idea that it may be connected to that ghost. Yeah, that makes sense. Still, the thought of that ghost has yet to leave my mind ever since I first heard about it. Just imagine the spirit of a beautiful woman all alone in this empty room. Doesn't the thoughts of it just get your imagination racing? A little. Still, the thought of that ghost has yet to leave my mind since I first heard about her. I wonder whether this garden's appearance is a reflection of her interest. If so, I have to commend her for her taste. Maybe. If it is Rufina, then I wonder if we can connect the books and the fountain and the tree there? I don't see any reason why the garden wouldn't be connected to the... Okay. Disturbing to think that we are literally fighting fiends taken from the church text. Then again, our enemies are capable of making a replica of the entire city, as well as summoning mirrors and tanks our child's play to them. I suppose. It's been such a long time since we last met, huh, Joshua? You went to Erebonian Crossbell now, right? Why not make your way over to Calvern? Oh, it's something I'd like to do eventually. Estelle and I are currently looking for someone, though. Fair enough. Looking for someone. Incidentally, I heard from Shara in one of her letters that Keelikos returned to the Republic. Really? She mentioned something about her retiring from the guild after being scouted by Calverdian government. What? The lady who used to look after the Dice branch? For real? Never seen that coming. Yeah, that does seem like a surprise. Yeah, it's all true. I hear she's up to her eyes in work these days. And you know how she is. Taking an easy synopsis from her, she gives her all to everything she does. She's doing a hell of a job, too. Her co-workers and subordinates are all terrified of her already. Yeah, that's the best way to judge doing a good job or not. I wouldn't have Keela got any other way. Okay. Someone might have answered this by now in one of the episodes coming up to this, because again, I'm recording a bit ahead. Quite a bit ahead, actually. I'm trying to do that on all my series, honestly, because it just makes everything so much more flexible for me in terms of getting everything done. But someone might have answered this by now, but I'm still wondering if there's an actual need to keep everyone leveled up, geared up, and stuff. Like, the gold and silver road thing was, yeah, that was something to keep in mind, but I guess, are we going to have more stuff like that? Or are we going to have to use basically everyone? Like, if I kept 2 parties worth of people basically geared up and such, would that be enough? Is sort of what I'm wondering, because that's probably what I'd go for. otherwise. I probably wouldn't try to keep everyone geared up and leveled up and etc. Okay. I am now going to continue on. Oh, there's another treasure chest here. Okay. Interesting. And here's the entrance to the next plane. I doubt the pattern will change up now, so yeah. We won't know what kind of place that's going to be until we step inside, though. Well, if it's going by how it is, it's probably going to be a place from the real world. And this, because this plane wasn't, right? Oh, what utterly bizarre fiends will be waiting for us there. I'm tingling with excitement. I have to be sure we're ready before moving on. Yeah, let's just go grab this real quick. What? 23 or 36, and for 33 of those years, I hated the damn place. You snap between chewing cuts of the lamb, just swallowing at it. Who's going to run it? I sure ain't, and you're no carpenter. Okay. What was that now? A letter to Chloe Rins, informing her that she has passed the Genis Rail Academy entrance examination. What? What? Okay. Weird. Very... Ooh. Where are we? Where are we now? No, I've been before, judging from where I'm standing. Look over there. Wait. What? I mean, I recognize this, but... What? Now this is what I call a fine view. Wow. Well, this is a lot prettier than the last plane, at least. This must be another real place that's been recreated here in Phantasma, much like the capital was. Is Annalise gonna be here? Most likely, yeah. Just where is it, though? Is that on the barrel? I doubt it. It's not familiar to me at all. My best guess, that would be somewhere along the Crone Mountains, but the air suggests otherwise. Oh. If this place is made from Kevin's memories, as I was thinking maybe possibly could, maybe possibly somewhere, maybe possibly, this wouldn't be here. What's the basic of Zemurian doing here? It looks like this place isn't, this really isn't a place that exists in Liberl. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any guild facilities like this anywhere in the country. That seems to settle that matter then. This must be a recreation of a place in another country. Wow, would you look at that? The answer was right under nose the whole time. It was? Oh. Liberl, however you pronounced it. Training grounds. This is... It looked like training center. I know that name. Wasn't that the training camp Stell went to a while back? You know, last year with Annalise. That's the one. It's a good old facility located in Lamont State. I've never been there myself, though. I've only heard about it from Estelle. That leaves us with yet another problem to solve. To my knowledge, Lamont State is quite the distance away from Liberl. Yes, it is. It's farther away than both the it's farther away. Yeah, it is. Farther away than both Erebonian and Calvin. But you know, I may not have a clue how a place in Lamont ended up being created here or why. But if our enemies did it, they must have a reason for doing so, right? Ha! I knew you'd catch on. That sounded like... We got company, guys. It sounded very squeaky for a little bit. Oh, because mouse warriors. Oh no. I suppose beastmen would be the best term for these things. This probably is what your next destination is the Path of Beasts was referring to. Another mystery solved. Watch out, there's a lot of them. It's gonna get ugly. Okay. Okay, so... Probably gonna move forward by the time I can do anything about it. Let's say... There. Ooh, so those guys are not as moving as much as I think they would have been. Because I thought they would have been. It's gonna take a while, and Joshua, they're far enough away, probably wouldn't have to worry about that too much. Let's be on the safe side, though. Yeah. I didn't actually check what they were weak to. Probably normal elementals. Yeah. Some of them are a combination, basically. Perfect. Okay. Let's still go with aerial. You know what? Let's just look at what they're actually weak to. I should have done that a while ago. So they have slight variations. They're not like really weak to anyone in particular, at the very least. So that makes it viable. There we go. Not bad, not bad at all. Run away! Ha stupid demon beast. Ha! Waiting to fight another day, huh? They're smart little devils. Devils do seem a lot more intelligent than your average monster. Enough to make me wonder whether these are another kind of impossible fiend like the rest. I'm with you, but I can't pretend to be an expert on the monsters of the mine. But I'm pretty sure they're not this smart. Looks like this plane is going to pose a real challenge. I can imagine still an analyst being here. Oh. You have done well to come this far. I feel like we can get a pretty okay look at this person. Gray hair, though. Maybe it's just... No, it seems like there's other parts on the body that are clearly not that coloration, more reddish. On this plane, there are 3 ordeals to overcome. If you overcome them all, the next path will open. Take this. Oh, a map. Probably that same map from before. Be forewarned. The Lord of Phantasma's skull is your... Again, something that could easily be you're basically doing what he wants for him, sort of thing, if you fill in the blanks. Well, she shouldn't stick around too long. She's probably got some little power left to stick for her to show herself to us. So it seems. It must have been a frustrating thing for her to deal with. Still, she left us with a useful gift. Yeah. Open the map. Okay, it's not filled in. Okay, looks like the lives at the top right is where we are now. There's this Bellstar Channel place to the left of it. Yeah, maybe that's the idea she mentioned. Well, one of them at least. She mentioned that being 3 of them, but there's only one place I could fit the description marked on the map. I'm wondering where the other 2 can be. From what I can see, the 2 roads lead to them. The ones that seem to just stop all of a sudden. Right. But this place most likely has its own rules that we need to follow. If we follow those roads now, there'd be a big chance we'd find nothing at the end of them. Unfortunately. Well, those are the cards we've been dealt with. Let's just try heading over to Bellstar Channel, see what comes of it. Right. I doubt they added in places for us to walk between, so... What, no door out here? Felt like a great opportunity for a door. Oh, and a thingamabomb. That's a good opportunity for that, too. Oh, I could buy better weapons, maybe? Yes, I could. Let's see. Yep, have some improvement on the quartz we can synthesize at this point, too. We're really going up in the numbers quite a bit. Okay, that's fine. I'd be surprised if there wasn't a door in here. And chest in here somewhere. Mine 4. Mr. Tittles looks up with an annoyed expression. You disturbed his nap. How did you get here from Arabonia, Mr. Tittles? How did you get here from Arabonia, Mr. Tittles? Oliver should recognize him. He's in the capital and all that shit. Fortune. 50 years later, the dangly health Otron swung limply in Hidiko's house. Forgotten and neglected. It had been purchased 50 years before. Purely on Sato's recommendation. 6 to 12. Okay. Interesting. You know, if there wasn't You will write flavor text for food. I refuse. The food part, specifically. Ooh, freezing meatballs. Cool. Empty? No, my friend. I'm filled with artisan-style voidness. Dun 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 dun. Okay. One other thing people have noted that now that I'm thinking about it is, that apparently Josette's the Sephiroth and all that stuff. I think I looked at that, in the part of that one recording after the arena battle that got sort of blown up, and I was like, that seems good if I really need more of that stuff. And then I saw Mueller's being like speed up, and I was like, yes, give it to me now. And I threw Mueller's on. I didn't really think about Josette again, and I'm perfectly okay with that still at the moment. I'm probably gonna. I guess it depends how much I want to equip everyone, or how much is necessary to equip everyone with everything at some point or another. Basically, is what it really comes down to, in my opinion. Well, it sure is dark here. Still, I guess you can't expect much more light from a staircase leading to underground waterway. What I've heard, this used to be an old ruin until the British could repurpose it for a training area. From Estelle? Might not be able to expect much light, but I would have preferred for it to be a little cooler than this. My ever so fashionable attire is getting covered in sweat. It is pretty damn hot. That weird rumbling sound I can hear has been bugging me for a while too. Actually, I think we're almost at the end, so maybe it'll cool down in a second. No. What in the world? That certainly explains the heat. Call me an optimist, but I doubt this is how this place normally is. Let's write this down as one of our enemies' work. I think that's a safe assumption to make, which means we're really going to need to proceed cautiously. Okay, sure can do. Jump in the lava? No? That's not like the automatic first choice option? Okay, fine. Okay, it's been a while since I've been to this fun old place. And to the right? I'm trying to remember. Okay, that's just doing different stuff. Sure there. Original and to the left, sure. You gonna give me another chest? Okay, it actually did that, I guess. Okay. Oh, same idea. Yeah. That's okay. This music doesn't actually feel really all that appropriate for this place, I gotta be honest. It's way too upbeat and, like, optimistic sounding. High heat-resistant boots, okay. Didn't Sunday school teach you not to steal? You're one of those kids who slept through lessons. You say to the priest. Speed plus 15, give it to me right now. UFI, I am content with my contents. The lack of them. Whatever makes it happen, man. Oh boy. Oh right, there's this whole thing about... Joke's on you, the stretcher wasn't tax deductible. Hilarious. Draining this place. I guess we can drain the lava too. I didn't even think about that. Oh boy. Where's all the light gonna go though? Oh, that only helped partially. Yay! Treasure chest! Apparently, just making treasure chest shows up with a fucking lever thingamabob. Great. Dragon tree jumps. Warning, do not store children or other living creatures in chest. I agree. Oh man, that's a big jump. Huh. No wonder he was getting hit so hard in battles. And heat-resistant boots, more of them good. Would you also like a coffee? By the way, that was a rhetorical question. Never asked. I don't like coffee. I don't drink coffee. I'm not really a big fan of it in any way, so... Yes, I'd love some coffee. Of course, why wouldn't I? I guess I still need to go this way. I'm guessing there's another place to drain it. I'm not really able to go forward until I drain it on that side too. More boots, cool. Don't spend it all in one place, run along now. Okay. And that should do the rest of it, if not... Okay. Maybe that was enough to get the rest of the other side down 2, but I guess I'll just keep moving forward for now. It does seem as though left is always the one that creates the treasure box. Particularly because it's the one that you probably wouldn't go to first if you're just smashing the button through it. Oh, you can go in the lava. You can! It just hurts. Okay. I'll have to think about doing that. Okay, here's another one. I should get rid of the rest of the lava. No. Got my hopes up, though. Really good at that. Wonderful at that, even. Like, amazing at that. Reviving Mom. Congratulations, you're the second adventure to open this chest. This is why there's nothing left in it. More boots. Just a dungeon, not by the... judge a dungeon by... Judge a dungeon... Words. Judge a dungeon not by the color of its texture, by the content of its treasure chest. You mean the heat-resistant boots? Okay. There's nothing left in the chest, mon ami. Am I sure? Should I sure? Skull Bandit. Am I letting you rob me? And I thought letting you rob me would have been enough to get rid of you. No. Never really is it? Okay, I guess I have to go down here. And I have to go get that treasure chest. More important, attack 4, thank you. Oh gosh, I usually only open up to my therapist. Yeah, I've heard that one before. Left, and you get... it actually did something like that. Oh my goodness, now I need to push it to the right instead. They fucked with me. It's always the left to make the treasure chest appear, unless it does something different to the right. It doesn't! You bastard! You bastard game! No! I charge... Oh, you found my treasure. What, you want a medal? Perhaps another chest? It might actually be... There might actually be a medal in another chest, just like an accessory or something. And... Shit, what was that actually? I'm glad I'm not a pirate chest. Those are usually... Those are usually buried underground. Sorry. I was thinking like augmented reality, so I was saying the letters. I think I picked up... Yeah... Better weapons for him, yeah. I think that's what I picked up. Oh, there's a thing. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. No, not at the moment. Deal with you later. We're good. Chess will remember that, sure. Sure, this Telltale chess game. Trails of Chess should be like a Telltale, like, choice-based game. It should be. This is like it would be like objectively great if it was. Okay. Bring to me the girl who entrusts her feelings to her blade. Why then shall the door open? I'm not sure. I want to say Annalise, but I feel like there's a better one than that. Julia. No. I'm not really sure any of them fits anyone all that immensely well. At least at the moment, at least how I understand them, at least. Okay, cool. Got one of these, which means the boss is coming up where we fought Kurt in the prologue last time. Which is fine. What have we got? 3 ordeals. What are we facing? More demons? Or Annalise? It's another... not the real thing. It's actually completely lifeless. Well, at least that means we don't need to hold back to avoid hurting her. Let's do this. Then we can do that. Yeah, we're fine, we're fine. It's been a while. Okay. Where's Zapper? Where's Zapper? I haven't been attacked by one of these. Human who replaced most of their body with the wolves using dark arts. It claws are poisonous. Okay. Well, that looks like Annalise attacks are deadly, as deadly as those of the real Annalise. So no air. Shouldn't be using air attacks. That's fine. I can lower that. She has a lot less health than everyone else. So... Look at you being so far away. I'm just gonna clock up EX myself. That's the best way to go about this, yeah? Oh, they have a distance, don't they? Okay, let's just continue with the clock up EX. That did a decent amount. Ow. Okay, we're gonna want to heal off this next one. Because they finally came close, but they're hurting now that they're getting close. I kept her alive. I can't promise that she'll stay alive. Or that they won't attack her. I'll take that chance. That was a risk. That was a real big risk. Let's try. That did a bit. Okay, let's keep you healing for now. I think everyone should be able to live in the current state. So, see, are these guys weak to? Yeah, let's throw Ascension on them. Focus you and probably Oliver on taking these guys out. Are those are the real enemy, aren't they? Whoa, what's that? I don't remember that. Movement up. That's fine. I think you can do all that well enough. I don't know if I can delay them. Okay, I can. Head effects. Yep, another form like usual. Yeah, I'm gonna keep focusing down one of them with the not area of effect attack ones. Options in general. Should be getting very close to taking one of them out at least. I have the EP to burn, that I should be fine just, yeah, using it like that. Oh, Chloe has Impede. I can use her or Kevin's Impede. I think they both have Impede. And Oliver has Impede too, so. And I have Delay too, which works perfectly fine. And you have Delay. Yeah. So I can just focus you down now. All those delays go away. No. Oh, that doesn't do much. There we go. Joshua, I have very strong on the strength side at the moment. Kevin learned Sacred Breath too good. He was getting sort of on the weak side. And, oh, tell me Xanalace. Tell me Xanalace. Yeah, well, that wraps that up. Sure does. Probably no prize for guessing who's in the ceiling stone either. Let's head back to the base and let her out. Yay! Who am I going to replace my Barney for her, though? I don't know! Oh, another Crimson Eye. I enjoy you. I see you enjoy finding empty spaces. Yes, I do. In a sense. Yeah, I can put another one on Oliver here. Who needs a long barrel when you can have double Crimson Eye and still decent speed? Oh, 1600. I don't think she was that far off in terms of... I don't think Oliver is... I guess they're calling him Olivier still in the menus. Claudia Valdostiles. She gets that change though. I don't think when I was setting them up, I don't think Chloe and Oliver had that much different like base art strength. So I think that they seem like they're sort of very similar in terms of capability, potential to be art attackers. So I sort of ended up setting up Oliver like that, and Chloe more like the healer role. So yeah. You know, actually being the girl who entrusts her feelings to her blade, maybe Reese. That actually sort of makes the most sense. Especially considering the fact that she's not with us at this point. Like, she refused to go along. It actually sort of makes sense to put her thing in there. And the map changes. Yay. I remember that forest. And? Huh? Is she sleeping? Goodness is justice. Fortune favors the cute. Keep your friends close and your plushies closer. And the words from smart people. I don't think anyone else in history has ever said any of those things, especially that last bit. She seems so happy though. Tina, don't encourage her. Yeah, I'm not sure I can bring myself to wake her up. In that case, I have a plan of my own. I shall sleep alongside her. Together we shall reach the proud gates of Elysium and cross into the paradise within. If you're up for a nap, that can be arranged. I have a few tricks that can knock you out in no time. Oh, I'm sorry, please don't hurt me. Hey, you tried. That's what counts. Were you sleeping when you got pulled in? Is that how this is going to be? Seems he finally woke up. Huh? It's good to see you again, Annalise. Good morning. Have a nice dream. Sure sounded like you were. Tina, Joshua, and Chloe are gonna be the pride of my collection. But Julie and that girl over there are pretty cute too. What girl over there, Oliver? Huh? No, not her. No, Annalise, you're being corrupted. What are you talking about? Oh, but Zin's like a big fluffy bear, so he's actually kind of nice. And Kevin's hair kind of reminds me of a sea urchin. And that's not so bad either. I don't know who bought me all these new plushies, but they're the best. She thinks we're all life-size stuffed toys, and she has no problem with that. Man, how drowsy do you have to be? We explain the situation. Aw, there's me thinking I'd gotten a bunch of amazing new plushies to add to my collection. Way to crush a girl's dreams, guys. Well, sorry for being a human being. I can't believe that's your first reaction to everything you've just been told. Sorry. I'll hop into serious mode now. I'm still having a heck of a time processing the situation, but I do know you're not lying. Besides, the proof that this is all real is right in front of my eyes. Only the real Tina could be that irresistibly cute. Ha 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 ha. Every time Tina laughs, I just always imagine it being such an awkward laugh, like, ha ha, I'm feeling dead air with, like, laughing, ha ha ha. Just as long as you get it. So, what are you gonna do? Would you be up for helping us investigate? Put me in, coach. I wouldn't be much of a bracer if I wasn't willing to do anything in the face of a crisis like this. Especially if it's true. Something's happened to Layla Clay. There may be other bracers there who've ended up in the same situation as me. No way I'm turning back on them. I think if we're assuming these are the real places still, we're idiots. That's certainly a possibility. There might be other bracers that have been pulled into it, though, at the very least. Other bracers, really? That's a good point. We know quite a few of them, too. Well, we've overcome one ordeal, but that still means we have 2 left in our plates. So you know the drill. Now that we've done the first, let's get back to the 4th plane and see what's changed. Right. Let the fun begin anew. Indeed. Who do I take out? Sorry, Chloe. Analyze time. Yeah. This is a good party. This is a very good party. I like this party a lot right now.